Hey everyone, today I am doing a review of the Eachine Raider, also called CG023. I got this quadcopter on sale from Banggood for $23, and I had never owned a Eachine, so it was just to basically try out, see what they were offering. But I have been very happy with this little quadcopter. It's a little micro, but I've been very happy. We have the transmitter, the quadcopter, a 3.7 100 milliamp hour battery, the charging cable. These little sticks here actually are, you can replace them on the transmitter, and I will show you how to do that. It's very simple, but it's actually really cool because people that like that can use that, and people that like to pinch or just want a little bit maybe taller stick can use those, and an extra set of props. It also has an instruction manual, which is fairly straightforward. It can be a little confusing at times, but fairly straightforward. This is the transmitter, and I'll just go quickly over the buttons on it. It has buttons here. It has a small LCD screen. It has buttons on the left and the right. The left, it's reserved for the rates. So it has 3 different rates. It has a 20%, which is slow for beginners. It has a 60%, maybe intermediate, and a 100% rate. On the right side, it has the bottom right button turns on and off the LEDs. So that's a pretty cool feature if you just want to save on battery life. You can turn off your LEDs, or if you're at night and you want to turn them on, you can do that. Just your right and left control sticks, fairly straightforward. They feel good. They're actually, it's a very good flyer, so I'm really liking it. It has the trim buttons here. I have not had to use the trim buttons. The quadcopter is super stable. Haven't had to trim it one bit. And on the top, these are the flip buttons. This button up here, if you press it, you hold it, and you move the right stick, it'll flip whichever direction you move the stick. On the left side, it serves. You can also flip by pressing both buttons on the top, and then telling it where you want it to flip, forward, backward. Or also, if you're flying and you want the quadcopter to come back to you, if you just press on that left stick, it'll start coming back towards you. So that's kind of a neat feature. I don't know if it's really necessary. It can be, but it's there if you want it. Also, the sticks on the transmitter, they actually pop off. So you can replace them if you are a pincher, or if you just want to use this other like a more traditional hobby style transmitter. You can just replace them for those, and then you can just do that, or you can do that. So it's pretty cool. It gives you both options. So I thought that was very neat. That's a good idea from them. It probably doesn't cost them a lot of money to do that, and I thought it was very good idea. That's pretty much it for the transmitter. It just uses 4 AA batteries. At first sight, the quadcopter seems like it might be a little flimsy. It's a micro, but it is not flimsy at all. It is super strong, stable. It flies really well. I mean, I would recommend this for a beginner, for an advanced flyer. It's just a lot of fun. It can get fast on 100%. You can fly it outside. Probably not with a lot of wind, because it is a micro, and the wind does take it a good bit, but a lot easier than some of the other micros that I've flown outside. Also, and I think the only thing that about the body that I don't like is that the props, they're good props, but they pop up very easily. So if almost with every single crash, your props are gonna pop off. So that's one thing that I don't really like. But overall, it is a very good flyer, agile, stable. You can do good funnels. It flips good. It's a lot of fun. I have not tried flying this at night, but it does have good LEDs that you can turn off with the transmitter. Here, so they're blinking right now. Normally, once you bind it, they don't blink. Let's see. Okay, so there, the quadcopter's bound to the transmitter, and I haven't tried them at night yet. I'll probably be doing that. It has the 4 LEDs. And the light doesn't extend into the arm. It's just right there on the body. So I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this at night. Quality overall, it is fairly good quality. The transmitter feels good on your hands. It's not. Oops, sorry. It's not falling apart already. I mean, I've banged it up a few times, and it seems like it's fairly good quality. It has these little guards here that come on the frame, and it's cool because they're slightly higher than the prop, so they protect it on the top, and then it'll bounce off of objects if you hit them not too hard. So that's also pretty cool about this quadcopter. So far, everything is working well on it. I haven't had a problem with the LEDs working right, or the props breaking. Motors are working. I've flown it maybe 3 or 4 times, but everything is working. It's in good condition and working well. The transmitter is too. The battery it's a smaller battery. It's a 100 milliamp hour battery, and it has that type of connection there. For those that are wondering what it looks like, it's the same type that the Cyma, the popular Cyma X5, that's what it uses. This quadcopter doesn't have really any added features besides it does flips. It has the 3 rates. It does have that, you could call it, I guess, I don't know exactly what they call it, but I would call it a return to home button. If you press that, it starts coming back towards you. I don't know if it's per se a headless mode. I'm not sure about that, but I did notice it every time I press the button, it comes back towards you. I would call it a acrobatic quadcopter. It can be pretty. I mean, you can do a lot with it. I mean, you just fast and just take good smooth turns. So it's very responsive, and I like that. For this quadcopter, can be good for beginners. It can also be good intermediate flyers and experts. They can also have a lot of fun with this one. It can be flown inside. It's very, very stable inside. It's a lot of fun. It's not going to hurt anyone. It's very light. It's not going to hurt anything. And it can also be flown outside with light wind. In conclusion, this is a very cool quadcopter. It's a good flyer, a good stable flyer. Probably my only 2 concerns with this one is how easily the props come off when it crashes. They are not brittle. The props are good and strong, but they do come off the motors easily. That's probably my number 1 complaint. Number 2 is the size of the battery. And I know that this is a smaller quadcopter, but I feel like they could have put slightly bigger battery for the quadcopter and maybe give it a little bit more flight time.